Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. So USC's offense will start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, or you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be
all kinds of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with the USC offense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilliam. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They're setting up the screen.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger wins.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give and the run on fourth down. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. First down to start the drive after the break. Takes the handoff. It's Witherspoon. Great move there. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And here's the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to...
Turns it on down the left side. The 30. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touch.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. A new set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Shoots his way for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Direct snap. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Finds his man. It's Landry.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Landry. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the big fella. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Gets away. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Going to try to get it himself. And the defense drags him down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Getting some heat. At the 35, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Might as well give it to him again. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going on. They're really sort of getting in. Flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
He's back to throw on second down. He makes the connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They get him on the ground, a 6-yard run in the red zone down to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Penn State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Coming after him. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going up top here late in the game.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's moved. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Here's a throw downfield late. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Caught over the middle. It's moved.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's got it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score we did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the
looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be dragged down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
They call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot at...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir, we're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
He'll field the punt. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Penn State.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Looking deep. He's got it on the right. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their